what can you claim without receipts?
All right, if we're talking individual return, let's start with individual return. Most things you need receipts for, but there are a few things where there's ATO prescribed rates. They may ask for different substantiation. For example, motor vehicle kilometers. So if you have a car registered to your name and you use to drive for work, not including to and from your home, but for work, say for example, a real estate agent, they have to go out to many places, many properties. I'll suggest keeping a logbook. There's a logbook method which would be better, but if you don't have a logbook, you can provide the total number of kilometers that you drove for work up to a maximum of 5,000 kilometers, and you can claim that in your return. Now, what substantiation may the ATO ask for? They may ask for confirmation from your employer, maybe a letter from your employer to confirm that you do actually drive for work. And they may ask for generally where do you go and how often you drive if they were to audit. But ordinarily, if you're providing to an accountant, you can give us the summary of your kilometers and how you drive, and we'll include it in your return. You don't need receipts for fuel or registration.
I believe the current rate is 92 cents. I could be wrong. Last year was 88.
They're up to 92?
I don't know if it's 90 or 92.
Something like that. So it
I
works
believe
out
it's
to be
92.
maybe around $4,000 of.
It was 4,400 last year.
There you go.
At 92, it's an extra $2,000, 4,600.
That's it. So that's one where you don't need to
And it's
provide
a decent
receipts.
deduction.
Oh, it's a big deduction. If you genuinely do drive a lot for work, do a logbook. Say you use your car 80% of the time for work, you can claim 80% of your fuel, rego, insurance, repairs, maintenance, services. Even if it's a new car, there's potentially some depreciation claims.
Interest on repayments.
Interest on repayments. There are big deductions you can get if you drive your car for work. You should do a logbook, because I've seen the difference. If you don't have a logbook, you can claim maybe $4,500 of deduction. But for those who genuinely have 80 to 90% business use driving and you do a logbook, you can claim closer to $10,000, $11,000 of deduction.
But once again, you do need receipts for that.
On the logbook method, you do need
keep that in
receipts.
mind.
That's right. Logbook method, you do need receipts. What else?
If you get reimbursed for those, you can't claim it though.
It's only the expenses, genuine expenses. If you're reimbursed, then you can't claim any expenses you're reimbursed for.
Michael, back on the topic of how you said traveling to and from work. If I am a tradie and I have a ute and I have a bunch of tools in there,
bulky tools.
Can I use those kilometers then?
Yes, bulky tools are the exception. Now, what do they define as bulky? If you have a look at Pat there, if you had to lug him around, that's a deduction. That's bulky. Tools that you generally can't, take on public transport, for example. If it's a bag of hand tools. Some doctors try to get away with saying my what is it? The stethoscope. Stethoscope. Maybe not. But if you have to carry different machines and tools, then potentially. But the ATO's rule is bulky tools, and traveling with bulky tools, that counts even from home. That counts as business kilometers, as well as if you're traveling to an alternate workspace. So if you're going from home to an alternate workspace, not say you have an office job, but you're actually going out to see a client, you can claim those kilometers to the client. Or even from, if you're going to the office, not to the office is not deductible, but from the office to a client is deductible. So those are some of the situations and the kilometers you can claim.
Businesses can also claim kilometers, by the way. We're just putting it out there. It's not only for day 1 to day 5 individuals.
Yep.
Businesses.
If you're
a business, you most likely own
if it's a work vehicle, and if not, your accountant should tell you to do a logbook and abuse you to do a logbook.
That's right. We will abuse you to do a logbook. Will.
It's just
unless it's an FBT-free vehicle.
It's a logbook you only got to do for 12 weeks, and you can use it for 5 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like your L's logbook. That you had to do for 120 kilometers and not 120 hours. Sorry. The L's logbook was 120 hours, so you don't have to do it for that long. Just 12 weeks, and then you can use it for 5 years. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, beauty.
Another one is the work from home. If you tell them about the work from home.
Working from home hours. Now, they did change the rules recently, I'd say a year or two ago, where once again, you need a diary to claim your working from home hours. And essentially, you need substantiation from your employer. So essentially, on your contract, it says, I'm working from home 3 days per week. And then in your diary, it says that I'm working from home though, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's good. And then we got 2 ways of claiming it. The only way to claim it without receipts is to do it per hour. I believe the rate's at 70 cents per hour at the moment.
I think it's 70. I got to double check if it changed to 26. But
Bloody change all the time. In fact, one year there was 2 rates. There was 52 cents and 80 cents.
That's right.
During the COVID years. So I believe it's at 70 cents an hour. What that's meant to cover is your electricity, your internet, your phone bill, and your...
Essentially home running costs.
Essentially your home running costs. Now, that does not include the computer equipment. So your mouse, keyboard, your screens, all of that is completely separate to your working from home hours. So yeah, it's a really easy deduction to get. If you're working 3 days a week from home, 8 times 3, 24 hours, 24 times 46. I don't know. And then times that by
weeks.
70.
Most people were, unless they take time off like you, they work 50 weeks a year. Hey? Unless you want to take it.
It's actually 46.
How many weeks of annual leave have you taken this year, Pat?
Michael, you get 4 weeks of... All right, annual leave is a different story, all right? I don't take sick leave, but annual leave, I like my holidays anyways. So you get 4 weeks of annual leave and 2 weeks of sick leave. So it's always assumed that the client has done 46 to 50,
you can ask
50 weeks.
We'll
you do ask them.
Yeah.
Once again, they technically need a diary. So you're gonna know the exact hours anyways.
True. No receipts, but diary.
Diary. So that's for working from home. My next one, and I'll let you answer, is laundry.
Laundry, okay. Laundry is one where you can barely even get a great deduction for it anyway. But you can claim 50 cents per mixed load of work. A mixed load, if your work clothes are in with your everyday clothes, you can claim 50 cents per load. Generally, people do it once a week, twice a week if you're lucky. So it's $1 per week for about, say, 50 weeks, $50. Or if it's just the work clothes on their own, you can claim $1 per load. And again, I mean, who's doing it more than 1 to 2 times a week? You can claim anywhere between $50 to $100 on laundry based on those rates. But that's if they are genuine work clothes.
Uniform,
protective, things that may get dirty.
The max you can claim is 150.
Yeah, if you're claiming, you're saying 3 days of load on their own for 50 weeks, you get to 150, but it's so small.
Yeah.
What about overtime meal allowance? Overtime meal minimum claim, the ATO rate for that.
They do. I think it's about $33.65.
Yeah.
When I say about, it is $33.65.
It's exactly. Did you check it recently?
No, I'm joking.
It's around the $30 mark.
I'm scared I might have got that wrong. So let's just say it's in the $30 mark. Essentially, if you do overtime, you will most likely receive a meal allowance from your employer. And if that allowance is on your taxable income, which most of the time it is, some people forget to report it. If they're not reporting it, then you obviously can't claim it because there's no income derivation from it. But if they are reporting it, there is a corresponding deduction. So say hypothetically, I work 5 days a week, and on 2 of those days, I've done some overtime, 3-4 hours. I've received the meal allowance from my employer, so therefore I am entitled to a deduction. And there is a reasonable rate. I believe it's like we discussed before, about $30. So we're talking about $60 deduction per week times 50. You're looking at a $3,000 deduction, which is decent.
Nice. I'll take it.
Yeah.
But do you need to provide receipts for the meals, or it's actually I don't know. Do you?
I don't believe you do. I would need to double check.
That.
It is very rare. It is quite rare. Most
I've never been asked.
Most people either don't do overtime or don't get paid for their overtime. Exhibit A. Nah, I'm joking, John. And to Vic.
No, that's
kind of.
I'm not joking. That's fact.
That's facts.
Is there anything else? Overtime meal allowance.
We've
driving.
There's also hidden deductions that you need receipts for, but not many accountants ask for income protection insurance, and a lot of people do have that.
Yeah, it's something you should know.
that
That
you should-
income protection insurance, if you pay it out of pocket, not from your super,
Yeah.
out of pocket income protection insurance is deductible in your personal return.
Yeah.
So maybe it's usually one that maybe not a lot of people have, or
they have it through
it's
their super.
overlooked.
Yeah, it is overlooked.
But yeah, if you have, make sure you ask your accountant. Hey, or let them know. Hey, I've got this, and claim that.
I believe donations technically up to $2 can be claimed as.
Yeah, let's get the.
I don't know. I don't know if that's factually correct. I need to research that, but I'm pretty sure
there's
donations.
a certain limit on what you need receipts for donations, but majority of donations need to be to a DGR, deductible gift recipient, and you do need to get an invoice or receipt from them.
Yeah. I think that's everything.